Wednesday night baseball coming your way from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Shane Bieber will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00?
Leading off tonight for Minnesota.
Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss. Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters. He's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box, number 47, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, number 22. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Lee is off first with 2 away. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a fastball swung out, missed, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, number 15. It leads things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, number 15.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Vero?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Ryan is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind. He kind of nibbles around the strike zone, and what happens with that, Matty B, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. Still no. Coming to the plate now, Tim Wheeler. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance.
Go back off the plate. Ball 2.
2-0 now. Falling behind now, 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Pressing him inside of the 3-1 count, and Young thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in the count like that, though.
Not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of zone for strike 1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front.
0-2 is the count.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's the case right there where pitcher knows this guy's up there. The first base swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts it in. Now it'll be the 4-hole leader, Jose Ramirez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Heading out towards shallow right. Bader moves over, 1 away.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense.
The first base
guys, you want to talk about taking care of the baseball, doing what's right, playing fundamentally sound. This team has the fewest errors in the league. Not only do they make the routine plays, but they'll make the spectacular ones as well. Can't be understated the importance of what they're bringing to the table on the defensive side. Check that out.
Number 22 is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Lane.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground at third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down. The number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult. That's a full hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by a 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brother take a seat.
Cam Gallagher is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Now in the box, Harrison Bader. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Up next for
in now, Darren Obradovich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Obradovich.
He got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Popped up. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. At the plate, Brooks Lee. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point. I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
That's in.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. We'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, went the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, number 47. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Lee, runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner. 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Gallagher has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over.
We're back now as the Indians get ready to bat in the third, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hit in the air out to right. Bader has a beat on it. 1 away.
Batting up.
Now at the plate, Oscar Gonzalez will get to take his first cuts here. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This is flared out towards second. And that's the second out.
Now batter.
Digging in to try it again. Number 15. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good pitch there on the inside. Black called the strike. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Popped up. Lewis in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll head to the 4th. Settling in now, number 22. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking,
now
serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasted, so he put himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Stepping in now, Tim Hu. There's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
First base.
Now with the plate, Royce Lewis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside the throw. Not nearly in time, as he took that one on the pitcher.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with one away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
First pitch on its way. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2 misses. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Here now the 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in.
Out.
There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, decide. Here now is Mike Zunino.
Leading off for the
Ready with
Indians,
the first pitch. Here it
the
comes.
designated hitter.
High fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocity, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Now batting.
In now for
the third baseman,
Jose Ramirez.
Hey.
Swing it from the left side. Played on the backhand. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Sliding in once again. Naylor. Here's the first pitch to him. That misses for ball one.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for the Tribe through 4. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Ball one, no strike.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters doing it in different ways have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
Jimenez loves it. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in once again, Brooks Lee. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This ball's grounded foul. The windup and the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the base.
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. So coming to the plate, Lane
Indians,
Thomas.
The right fielder, Lane Thomas.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, Joe, it's about time they got something going here. First pitch single. Maybe now they can get some traffic on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Not always the play. You want to grab that pitch coming up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes
First pitch on its way.
Hey!
First pitch
Oh,
is a
one's
sinker
account.
for a called strike one. On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Riding forward now, Ryan Rhodes. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians. Ready once again, number 47. Going to strike at Beckham twice in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. That changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory.
Now
Well, that's
batting.
obviously the case
Number
with this
22.
batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice. And was able to get it.
Standing in now, number 22, fouled off. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Digging in and looking for more. Tim Set, here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Jimenez fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding into the Indians, Oscar Gonzalez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. Number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Line to the right side. Bader is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting. Number 15.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 15. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. 0-1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here. Just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Now it's the plate, Andres Gimenez. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the hard hit.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Back here in Cleveland, neither team entering the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Into the box, Dan Robinson. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all. And they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Royce Lewis. One away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Hit high and deep to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The first baseman, number 5.
Now to the plate, Alex Healy. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing at Gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And that'll bring up the
Harrison
former top prospect,
Bader.
Harrison Bader. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. As we take a look at his numbers. A couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Darren Obradovich is at the plate as he watches ball one. Now the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happened. Ball two. Bader leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Up next for
now
Minnesota,
it would be the Minnesota DH, Brooks Lee.
Thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Well, to me, I think they're thinking they want this switch hitter to stay hitting left-handed where he's not as strong a hitter. If they bring in a lefty pitcher, he gets to hit right-handed where he poses much more of a threat.
Now before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. The hit in 2 tries for him so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Bradley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably. Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing on the third?
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Coming to the plate now,
the first baseman,
Naylor.
22, Josh Naylor.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, they'll be slapped with an 4 on the play. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And it's a base hit as they finally break through here to tie the ball game at 1.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Who is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now
stepping in, Oscar Gonzalez.
Oscar
from the stretch. Here's the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Thomas over at second. Gallagher at first, 2 out in the inning. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
One and two. Here it is. Count still at 1-2. Here's the 1-2.
Inside,
good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Number 47 has a play. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland.
Ladies
Sam
and gentlemen,
Pentgen
your
been summoned from the
attention,
bullpen as he'll do
Now
so to
pitching
start
for
the
the
8th.
Number 72.
Stepping up to the plate, number
Pitching for
Sean
Minnesota.
Obradave.
Number
Maybe has to get things going here as they lead off the top of the 8th.
Obradave.
0-1 the count. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs and 21 driven in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2. Fastball that misses.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Full count now. And he lays
That's
off.
right.
Ball
Ball
4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Now batting, number 22. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Pitch out.
2 balls,
Nothing doing.
no strike.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Runner going a second time. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hitters. But he's got to focus here because this kind of 5-hole is just as dangerous.
Byron Buxton come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25. Byron Buxton.
Throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Thomas ranging back. Unbelievable! A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they jump ahead by 3.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Hunter Wood is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 44.
And now Dan Robinson. As to reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and one.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
One is taken for ball 2. 3 runs already home here. Lifted the other way to left center. Under it is the left fielder. 1 away. Next to Minnesota was Lewis. First pitch coming. Here it is. Struck out and missed. It's 0-1.
All right, this is going to get interesting. Little 0-0 changeup right there. A little out in front. Let's see if he makes the adjustment and plays with the big part of the field.
Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Alex Healy.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Twins do strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. So the Indians lineup flips over and to the plate number 15. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered
this game for the
top
Twins.
3 guys in the order
Now
up to this
playing
point of the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The windup and the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Designated hitter.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Mike Zunino. Matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. He's just 1 for 6. Perez, 37 years old. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Digging in, Andres Gimenez, who got on top of one as a ground-out victim last time. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here it comes.
Nope, that's
and
down.
this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Upstairs, running the count to
Down to
3-1.
3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle end.
Ball 4. So that'll put runners on 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
Now
play.
batting.
Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to take to something that's over.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in now, Josh Naylor. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
Ball one,
No
no
doubt,
strike.
Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2 strikes.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Indians striding in to start the ninth. Harrison Bader as they look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball
High
2.
and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You've got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncer up the middle. And a glove flip for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The batter, number 2.
So base is empty now after the double play. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Brooks Lee. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Johan Duran. And then called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Johan Duran
Pops this one up. Bader coming in. Not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Giro, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a walk or a strikeout, professional, you see this guy throw out 3 bases.
Ball 1, no strike.
1-0 the count.
Hey.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. On the run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Try again, 1-2. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a
Now
little in the
batting.
pitcher's favor, but
Shortstop.
it wasn't
Ryan.
outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second
Now
out.
batting. The center fielder, Oscar.
Standing in, Oscar Gonzalez comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Minnesota Twins came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Joe Ryan wins his 3rd of the season. Johan Duran records the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.